don't judge. I'm gonna do a really nice, like clean makeup look. It's something I've been wearing a lot just because it's summer. I don't really like to pack on a lot of makeup. So this is gonna be very clean, very like no makeup. So just keep watching. Okay, so first I'm gonna put my hair back, as always, just get that out of my face. And then I'm gonna fan off my face because it was so hot in my room. I'm taking Kiko's Crystal Fusion Serum to give a little moisture to the skin and rubbing that in with my fingers. And then I'm going to go in with Benefit's Porefessional Primer in the areas where it usually gets most oily, just to fill in any pores and smooth out the skin. Then I'm taking MAC Fix Plus and spraying that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with LA Girl's Color Corrector in green to cover any redness. And I'm going to be using Morphe's E6 brush to blend this out. It's a really nice buffing brush. I did end up using a little more product than I wanted to, but there's no harm. I do have red undertones in my skin, so this just neutralized it. Then I'm going to take LA Girl's Pro Conceal Color Corrector in orange to cover up any blue tones under the eyes, and I'm using the same brush to blend that out. Now this is Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I did have a sample of it, so that's why I didn't show you it. But I'm just testing it out. I actually really like it. I think it gives a really nice finish to the skin. And that brush that I just showed you is from the Gunmetal series from Morphe, and it's G6. It's a little bit denser than the E6 that we just used. And now I'm going to take Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer and highlight under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, the forehead, Cupid's bow, chin, and the sides of the lips. And I'm going to blend this out with that same Gunmetal brush from Morphe. I like to use the same brush because I know it still has a little bit of foundation left over, so it blends everything really nicely. Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, by the way, is one of my favorite concealers. And now I'm taking ColourPop's Sculpting Stick in Easy Peasy to contour. I like to do a cream contour when I'm doing like a no makeup. I think it looks a little bit more natural. And don't forget to contour your nose, always. And again, I'm using that same brush to blend everything out. This is actually one of my favorite brushes from Morphe. Now I'm taking Maybelline's Fit Me Powder, it's the translucent one, with the, what brush is that? Morphe E48. It's actually from their new Elite collection. And you can see there the difference that just the powder makes with brightening the under eye. Even though it's translucent, it still makes the under eye look, you know, matte, really nice. Now I'm going with MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Medium Plus and the Morphe G22. And blending that all over the face. This is Tarte's Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Ave Princess and Morphe E5. This is a really cool brush. I was actually going to use it for highlighter when I bought it, but it makes for a really nice bronzing brush. It's really nice and dense, so it blends everything beautifully. And now I'm going back to an OG blush. This is NARS Orgasm. I've had this blush for years. I think I actually purchased it probably 2 or 3 times. And I'm applying that with Morphe E4. And my favorite highlighter of all time, Becca's and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. And this brush that I'm using, I actually got in my Live Glam bag, and I was super excited about it because I know it's really popular. It's Morphe's M310. And I did spray a little bit of Fix Plus on the brush to intensify the glow. So if you get a little too glowy, which I know there's normally no such thing, you can go in with a clean brush, just kind of buff out the highlighter a little bit. And then I went back with that dual fiber brush, which still had a little bit of powder left over to blend out the whole face. And then finish off the look with a little bit of Fix Plus. Now I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and I'm using the color Chocolate. Pretty good match for my hair. And I want to make sure that I'm blending every now and then with the spoolie, so I like how the brow's coming out, and so that there are no harsh lines at the end. here I decided to bring the brows in a little bit more. So I'm just adding a little bit right to the center, I guess you could say. And now you can see my face a little bit closer up. I'm going in with MAC's Paint Pot and Painterly and that Morphe flat brush. It's the M432. And I'm blending the Paint Pot all over my lid and then blending it a little bit more with my fingers. And now I'm taking the oh so amazing LORAC Pro Palette. This is their first one, it's the OG. And I'm taking that color Creme on the E37. And I'm going to blend that color all over the lid to set the paint pot. Now I'm taking Morphe's E22 brush. Again, this is from their new Elite collection. And I'm taking the color Taupe from the LORAC palette and blending this into the crease. Now remember, this is a no makeup look, so I'm going to go very light on the eyes. I'm taking the Tarte bronzer and the gunmetal brush. That is G24, and I'm going to blend a little bit of that into the crease. And I'm taking the colors white and nude, and I'm mixing those and using that flat definer brush again, the M432, to add that to the lid. And I'm going to blend it out with the E37. Now I'm taking Morphe's M321, and I'm going to take Champagne Pop and apply that to the inner corners. And then I'm taking E18 from Morphe, and I'm going to blend the bronzer on the lower lash line. This was hard for me. This is a really, really neutral, simple look. It's different. I'm taking ColourPop's cream gel color in Call Me, and I'm going to create a really, really tiny little thin line, little tiny wing, and I'm going to blend it out with a really small brush from Morphe called the E36. And now I'm going in with my favorite mascara of all time, Benefit's Roller Lash. And I'm just going to do a light coat of this on the top and bottom lashes. And finally, to finish the entire look off, I'm going in with the NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick in Soft Spoken. I really like the formula of these Liquid Suede lipsticks. It's really comfortable. I would definitely try them out. And this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.